November Alpha 3 Papa.
November Alpha 3 Papa. Is that a Roger?
That is a Roger. I've been listening to you, and we talked before. I don't know if I've ever worked you on this radio, but I have it set up pretty much the way you want people to set their radios up while listening to you there. And there's one thing I did that I've never messed with the filter 1. This is an ICOM 7300, but I got the filter 1 on 100 to 2900. It was on 0 to 3000. I've never tweaked that, but I didn't even know how to do it until just a few minutes ago, but I got it receiver fixed. So how do I sound? I'm using an SM30 microphone. Over.
Roger. Well, I thought it sounded familiar. It does sound like our setup there. I'm assuming that you're running your compressor at a 3, Roger.
Yeah, compressor 3. ALC is bouncing up. Well, probably 80%. And I'm not too close to the mic. Actually, it's an SM50 mic. SM50 mic. I got two mics confused here. Over.
Roger. Now I'm trying to look at your modulation, and we need just a little bit faster rate of speech to keep that meter up so I can see what your dynamic range is. So again, why don't you pretend like you're going to set your ALC level, and with mic gain in hand, you're looking at your ALC, and you're going to speak a little bit faster, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. You're looking at the meter and making adjustments from mid-scale to 2/3.
Okay, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. How's that, over?
Yeah, are you at mid-scale to 2/3 now?
Roger.
Okay, and again, I mention this quite often, as far as trying to keep your modulation up. And the thing to do is you're looking at you have a watt meter on your, you're running about 400 watts, is that a Roger?
Right now I'm barefoot 100 watts. I could put the afterburner on those. That would help any, over.
Sir, you must always be all you can be. I mean, I'm sitting here listening to noise that if you turn that amp on, I wouldn't be hearing, Roger.
Okay, let me turn the afterburner. The afterburner is on now. Over.
Roger. Now I'm just going to ask you. I'm assuming that you're tuned for this band and everything's copacetic, and you're looking at 400 watts on your watt meter. Is that a Roger?
Roger. This should be pushing 400 watts. I've got a little 400 watt amp here. Over.
Okay, now the thing you need to do at your leisure is drop by your local music store and pick up a foam windscreen. I did hear a couple of transients there that I would not hear if you were running a foam windscreen, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. A while back, I remember you talking about the foam windscreens, and I actually did order some, but I was able to get one for my SM30, which is on another radio, but the one I bought wasn't big enough for this one. This is a pretty big mic, and I unfortunately didn't quite get the right size, but I actually took your advice, but unfortunately didn't get the right size windscreen. Over.
That's unfortunate. Now, do you have one that will fit it or come close to it?
No. I tried to put it on. I'd have to split it down the side or something, but no, I don't have one right now that fits this mic. Over.
Roger. Well, at your convenience, try again. You might speak to someone where you're purchasing your mic, your windscreen, and see what kind of mic is that you got?
It's the SM50, SM50. It's the ICOM, the big ICOM desk mic. Over.
Roger. Well, gosh, maybe you might have to go down to your local music store and see if they have a selection of something maybe bigger than what you got last time, Roger.
Roger that. I have a a very big catalog from a place called Sweetwater, which has a lot of different windscreens in there. I just have to get the right one. I didn't get one that was big enough. Over.
Oh, roger, roger. Now, what radio are you running?
This is the ICOM 7300. The ICOM 7300. Over.
Okay, yeah. Let's do a little thing on your EQ. Do you know how to get to your EQ?
Not off the top of my head. Let's see. There's a function, but let me see. Okay, I see the menu. Wait a minute.
This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. We're talking to NA3P as he's looking for his EQ on the 7300.
Okay, I found it. I've got the transmit bass at -2 and the transmit treble at +2. TBW is wide at 100 to 2900, I believe. Yeah, we're on wide. So we're -2 on the bass, +2 on the treble. Over.
Okay, I would come up 2 more clicks on the top end, plus 2 more clicks from where you are, so it'll be 4 on your top end, and then maybe we could take that bottom end to a flat. So +2 from where you are on the top, and back to flat on the bottom end. Let's hear that.
Okay, I'm flat on the transmit bass and +4 on the transmit treble. Over.
Okay, that I think that's got a +5 max. So go ahead and take it to a +5 on the top end.
Okay, there's +5 on the top end. Over.
Oh, I think it's sounding magnificent. You've got a nice bottom end and a very articulated top end. Tell me something about something I don't know.
Let's see. Well, I've been a ham for about, almost 50 years, 48 years plus, and let's see, what else? I'm retired, and retired Air Force officer, retired government employee, federal government. Been out here in Culpeper now for 2 years, just kind of hanging out, not doing much else except ham radio. Over.
Oh, Roger. Well, I mean, gosh, that you're living the life there. Just not having to work in daily toil and being able to be on the radio. Roger.
Yeah, roger that. And also, my voice is a little on the low side, so sometimes I do add a little treble to my audio, but +5 seems a little extreme. But you don't think that's too extreme? Over?
Not at all. Not at all. That particular microphone that you're running does not seem. Now, how close are you running that microphone? How close are you operating that microphone?
I'm a good 6 inches away at least. Over.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you can do things as far as proximity to microphone, and shift the EQ that way. But I think, your natural habitat is 6 inches from the mic. I think it sounds just beautiful, Roger.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for helping out a little bit on the audio there. I can't do it myself. I got jet noise ears, so I usually can't hear all the finer details of the audio. Over.
Roger, what was the name there again, please?
The handle is Dick, Delta Indy Charlie Kilo, and I'm in Culpeper, Virginia. And by the way, you're 5 and 9 here on if you're using your mag loop. Those things do a good job. I'm running a 130-foot end-fed wire, myantennas.com end-fed wire. Over.
Roger. No, all my transmissions are on my dipole. I use the loops for receive only. All the transmissions are on the dipole. The dipole is laid out specifically for a pattern from Montreal to Miami with a hotspot through the Carolinas.
Oh, roger that. I thought, yeah, you were talking about your mag loops, and I was envisioning your transmitting on those. Okay, very good. Well, I have a couple mag loops here. I like to experiment with them. I've got the MFJ, and I've got a little cheap one made out of coax cable that's only good for about 25 watts, sitting in the shack here, but I play with them occasionally over.
Roger. Now, if you would like a El Cheapo tuning capacitor for you to run your 400 watts or your kilowatt, we did perfect one. It's made out of tin cans. A large red gold tomato can and a cut green bean smaller can that fits inside the other can, and we have some Teflon, gosh, what do they call that, like a mat that we rolled up around the little can so it fits snugly in the big can. Attach wires to either end, and then as you collapse the one can inside the other, it's a tuning capacitor, and it's operational for well over a kW, so it must be about 50 kVA capability. Roger.
Oh, that sounds pretty impressive. Yeah, usually the limiting factor is the arc over of the capacitor. I guess you can buy a commercially made one that's good for quite a bit of power. Now, this doggone linear of mine keeps dropping just a minute. I don't know why. My linear just doesn't like anything, just a little overdrive, a little SWR, and it trips out. But anyway, that Ciro Mazzoli or whatever, that Italian one, boy, that's expensive. But I guess it can handle a little power over.
Roger. Well, this tin can capacitor, the little can fits inside the big can with an inch of airspace around it, just the airspace. Then we introduce the Teflon wrap around the little can, which further increases its capabilities for handling voltage. So just the 1 inch gap, I think that's for kW. And then as you do this Teflon wrap around the little can, you know, you're far exceeding the necessity. I ran one on my loop. I could do about an hour and a half Qso 50/50 duty cycle with only a slight warming. Roger.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Well, as little as I use my mag loop, normally it's just on picnics or camping or something like that. Maybe someday if I activate a park or something like that, I might try it out. But yeah, mag loops are fun. Nicest part of them is they're so portable and so small. But anyway, I'll let you carry on and tweak up some other stations there. Anyway, for some reason I forgot your handle. Back to you, this NA3P.
Roger, Dick. Name here is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike, and we are located near Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Ohio River to the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger.
Roger that. Okay, Jim. I don't think I've ever really been to Louisville, although I was born in southern Ohio, which isn't too far, but I was just a baby then. So anyway, born in Portsmouth, which is, I'm pretty sure that's right across the river from possibly Kentucky, I'm not sure. Anyway, well, I'll let you run and work some other stations there, tweak them up. So back to you, W9VKV from NA3P.
Roger, Dick, 73, and you have a great weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday as we record from midnight, from 3:30 till 5, and then if you want to hear this recording, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV followed by today's date, 10/16/20, it will take you directly to this recording. Otherwise, if you just do a call letter search, it'll take you to our general Qso-Vlog page, where we're now running about 1,330 Qso-Vlog recordings. And so that would give you that straight recording. We give you our Qso page. Will give you preview to many conversations and all kinds of different transmitters and sounds that you might consider listening to for, the technical aspects of it, and also maybe incorporating it into what you're doing. So 73 for now, Dick, and we'll catch you later. This is KC9VKV, and we're rapidly approaching becoming a pumpkin at 5 o'clock. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.